The Mothman prophecies. Fact or fiction? Imagine driving down a dark, foggy road late at night. The only sound is the hum of your car's engine, when suddenly something huge swoops down from the sky. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. What you see is something straight out of a nightmare. The Mothman. Could this creature be real? Or is it just a figment of our collective imagination? Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and unsettling urban legends in American folklore. By the end, you might want to leave the lights on tonight. So, where did this all start? The story of the Mothman first swooped into public consciousness back in 1966 in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Two young couples were driving near an old TNT plant. Yes, like from cartoons, but way creepier, when they spotted something bizarre. A creature, standing at least 7 feet tall, with massive wings and glowing red eyes. Now, I don't know about you, but if I saw something like that, I'd probably break the land speed record getting out of there. But here's where things get even weirder. More and more people started reporting sightings of this strange, winged figure. It wasn't just a one-off. It was as if something, or someone, was watching the town. People described the same thing: glowing red eyes, a wingspan over 10 feet, and an eerie presence that sent chills down their spine. Could it be that a creature like this actually exists? Then came the most chilling part of the Mothman legend: the Silver Bridge collapse. On December 15, 1967, tragedy struck when the Silver Bridge, connecting Point Pleasant to Ohio, collapsed during rush hour, killing 46 people. What's eerie is that many locals claim to have seen the Mothman before the disaster. Was it trying to warn them, or was it something darker? This is where the line between fact and fiction blurs. Was the Mothman simply a figment of fearful imaginations? Or is there something we're missing? Some even believe the creature is a harbinger of doom, only appearing when disaster is imminent. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I saw glowing red eyes staring at me, I'd be packing my bags and heading way out of town. Speaking of mysterious sightings, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the unknown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You never know when the next mystery will be uncovered on this channel, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now, what's fascinating is that the Mothman isn't just limited to Point Pleasant. Similar creatures have been reported worldwide, from the Owlman of Cornwall in the UK to the Man-Bat of Chicago. Yes, you heard that right. People from different corners of the globe have described sightings of creatures with glowing eyes and wings. I mean, imagine the poor guy who thinks he's spotted Batman, only to realize, nope, just a giant creepy Birdman. Not exactly the hero we're all looking for. Even as recently as the 2000s, there have been reports of a Mothman-like figure near Chernobyl before the nuclear disaster. Coincidence? Or something more sinister? It makes you wonder, is this creature some kind of global phenomenon or an ancient being tied to humanity's darkest moments? All right, so what's going on here? Are all these people really seeing a giant winged creature? Or could there be a more grounded explanation? Well, skeptics, those buzzkills, say that most Mothman sightings could just be a case of mistaken identity. Many people believe the witnesses were simply seeing a large bird, maybe a sandhill crane, which can have a pretty terrifying wingspan. But glowing red eyes? Really? That's the part that gets me. How do you explain that? Then there's the psychological aspect. When a community is on edge, fear can spread like wildfire. People might start seeing things that aren't really there, or at least not as they seem. But what if there's more? What if the Mothman isn't a bird or mass hysteria, but something truly unknown? Some believe the Mothman could be interdimensional, a being from another realm crossing into ours at moments of great catastrophe, or even an extraterrestrial visiting our world with a grim purpose. I mean, it's no stranger than anything else we've uncovered in the vastness of the universe. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Science versus folklore. Can we trust these stories, or are they just the product of overactive imaginations? Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good campfire story as much as the next person. But when science steps in, things get a bit more, well, boring. Scientists have tried to debunk the Mothman legend by pointing to birds, weather balloons, or optical illusions, but none of that explains why so many people from different walks of life reported the same eerie red eyes. There's something about folklore that science just can't explain away. Folklore has always played a role in human history. Stories passed down through generations to warn, to teach, or simply to entertain. Maybe the Mothman is one of those stories, reminding us that there are still things out there we don't fully understand. Now, you might think that Mothman is just a relic of the past, right? Not so fast. The legend of Mothman is alive and well today, with festivals, books, and even movies like the Mothman Prophecies keeping the mystery alive. Point Pleasant, West Virginia, even has a Mothman festival every year. Thousands of people gather to celebrate the legend, buy Mothman merch, and maybe catch a glimpse of the creature itself. Hey, if nothing else, it's a great excuse to dress up like a 7-foot winged terror. Pop culture has embraced the Mothman too. From TV shows to comic books, the creature has become a symbol of mystery, fear, and the unknown. Even if you don't believe in Mothman, you have to admit, it's a great story. So, what do you believe? Is the Mothman just a terrifying story we tell ourselves in the dark? Or could there be something far more mysterious at work here, something we can't fully explain? Whatever the truth is, the legend of the Mothman isn't going away anytime soon. And who knows? Maybe the next time you're out late at night, you'll catch a glimpse of those glowing red eyes. If you do, though, you better come back and leave a comment. We've got a mystery to solve together. If you enjoyed today's dive into the mysterious, make sure you subscribe. We've got more incredible mysteries to unravel. And hey, let me know in the comments, do you think the Mothman is fact or fiction? Until next time, stay curious and keep an eye on the skies. You never know what's out there.